especially this like overflow parking area that I'm in. I'm in the middle of the woods. It's really cool. A little scary because, you know, I am a woman and that is scary. But it's just like a perfect area. I was able to pee before I started this video. I was able to empty my bladder, and now here I am, ready to film and have my tummy make little gurgly sounds. I bought something on my way here. I did. It was from Facebook Marketplace. I have, as you guys know if you watch my channel often, I have these plastic fish plates. That I am obsessed with and I love. And the only problem is they're not microwave or dishwasher safe, or even hot food safe. Like, if I'm cooking, let's say spaghetti, and I put a big heaping pile of hot spaghetti off of the stove onto the plate, it goes and cracks like an ice cube in water. So, I love the fish plates. I love eating off of them. Food tastes better to me if I have my plastic little fish plates from the Goodwill, but they're not very practical. But since I loved them so much, I was like, well, I just need to get more to have as like a backup for when these ones shatter and get ruined. And because they're like the only plates is amazing when we're with her. She treats you like her sister, her best friend, you know? She makes you feel so loved, and so wanted. And every morning we'll make coffee, and she'll always make sure that the first drink of the day we start with a cheers. She takes her coffee with heavy cream or half and half, and cinnamon. How, that's my throat. How do you take your coffee? Do you like cinnamon in your coffee? CJ's mom will take a little bit of cinnamon in her coffee too. Oh, and Auntie Wendy will also do brown sugar sometimes in her coffee. Brown sugar. I think it's been a while since I've stayed at her house, but back in the day, that's what I remember. We used to go to California for about a month every year and stay with her, and we haven't done so. We didn't do it last year, and I think that was the first year we didn't do it. I don't know if we're going to this year or not, because we went there for the family, but we hate California. It's not for us. It's not our favorite place, to say the least. But we have a lot of family out there. But oh my god, I could talk about Auntie Wendy forever. It's weird. Oh, there's somebody walking. They have a dog, it's okay. If it was just some strange man walking alone my direction, I would probably be very afraid, but they have a dog, so at least they have like a purpose. Walking out here in this park. So, yeah. Oh, it's a dog off a leash too. I love to see it. So annoying because it's not for your dog might be great and listen and be super gentle and kind, but what if my dog is a total piece of shit, like a mean menace, and fucks your dog up, and then I'm in trouble because your dog was off a leash and came over and said hi, you know what I mean? Anyway, makes me so mad, so irritable. I'm fine. It was a hard morning though, I won't lie. We had arguments sprinkled throughout the entire morning. Do you ever have a morning like that with your partner or your parents or whatever, where you're just like, I'm super pissed off at you right now, and you didn't really give me a reason to be, but I am, and I'm gonna make it known that I am super pissed. That was me this morning, and my fiance did do a couple of things that really bothered me. Just a couple of I screwed up something I said, and I said most, where I was supposed to say something else. I don't remember exactly what the word was, but I was supposed to say something else, and it came out wrong, and my fiance laughed at me and he thought he was being funny, and that I would be oh yeah, another dog off their leash, I know not to come here with mine. But yeah, he thought he was being funny, and that I would respond well. I'm a Ravenclaw. You don't. When I screw up my grammar, nobody talk about it. Nobody laugh at me. I will lose my Because if I tell you like something hurt my feelings, then regardless of whether or not you meant it to, or whether or not it was supposed to be silly, funny, haha, it still hurt my feelings. Douchebag. I'm just kidding. We love Charles. We love Charles. Charles, okay? We love Charles. But I was like, you need to get gone today. You need to get gone because I'm mad at you and I want some time to myself. So he skedaddled today and he and Rosie went to his parents' house. His parents' house. Which I really, really appreciate because then I was able to spend time with you. Today. It's so weird. My eyebrows came out so much darker than usual, I think. But I used the same pencil that I use every single day. Sometimes I guess I just have a heavier hand. I don't know. But I'll take another sip of my beveroo and then I'll show you the fish, okay? So, the person was selling 1 fish platter and 4 fish plates for $10. And then she was like, actually, I have 2 sets of the plates. How about we do all of it for $5? I said, okay. So that's what we did. So I bought 8 fishy plates and 1 fishy platter. And a bunch of the plates are still wrapped up in plastic and have the tag on them, like the thing that says the brand name and the, like, whether or not it's oven proof and all of that nonsense, where it was made. So they're literally brand new. And they're gonna last me forever, unlike the other fish plates, so I'm really excited, super grateful. I know I shouldn't have spent money, but we don't care. Oh, I was gonna tell you about my drink. My drink is a little different today. So I'm having my usual blueberry lemonade Celsius. Blueberry lemonade Celsius. But I got these at Walgreens yesterday. I think they were on clearance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were on clearance. But I have been really dehydrated lately, so I thought to boost up my hydration, I could have some of these hydration packets with my Celsius. So instead of just drinking like the water and the caffeine, I could also have a little extra electrolytes and vitamins, zinc, etc. I was like, that's perfect, right? Perfect. So I got the berry lemonade So realistically, you could get in for $5, watch all the content, and then dip the next month. You know, I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay, but I'm just saying, it is a great place for that extra content, and it's more personal too. Like, just different things. Like I just filmed a video in my car yesterday talking about my fertility appointment, and my exact plan of like conceiving for the next 3 months and exactly what I'm gonna do. And that's not something I would really talk about here on YouTube. I would mention it like this, you know, I would mention it, but I wouldn't like, I don't want other people's opinions about like what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, but it's just a good place. So if you want to check out my Patreon, that's down below, and my vlog channel, channel, that I don't do ASMR, I just talk in my car. So if that's something you're interested in, it's over there for you as well. This is the other item that I got at Walgreens last night. I went there super late, super duper late. And we already have some children's melatonin at home. We never use it, so it's like, and that's not a flex, like I don't judge if you do use it. We never use it though, but I think that it's good to have, and we have used it in the past. So it's good to have around. Plus, like, just because it's children's melatonin, it just means it's 1 gram, so you can use it as adult melatonin too. Like, just take 10 of them, you know, for 10 milligrams or whatever the case may be. But anyway, these were at Walgreens, and they were initially $10.99 for this pack of 30 gummies. And these gummies are vegan friendly as well, from what I can see. It uses pectin instead of gelatin to create the gummies, so easy peasy. I got two of them because they were on sale from $10.99 to $1.39. Yeah, $1.39 for 30 of these gummies. That's insane. I picked up 2 of them just to have. I figured if I grabbed more than that, that would probably not be very responsible, because they are gummies, so they'll get hard over time, or sticky, depending on what kind of gummy it is. And these look to be the ones that get hard over time. So I was just like, we use them so rarely that it just wouldn't make sense to buy